Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Patrick and today we're going to do a nice Hatha yoga flow. But before we start, please guys, subscribe to our channel, help us out. It's a simple thing, it doesn't cost you anything and it helps us so much. Having said that, let's start with our practice. Come into any kind of seat that you prefer. Can be cross-legged, can be sitting on the knees. And just take a moment here to just relax the arms, sit up nice and tall through the spine. Hands can be on top of the knees or inside the lap, wherever they feel more comfortable and it feels more authentic to you. You can softly close the eyes, find relaxation in your shoulders. Feel that you lengthen up through the spine, lifting maybe a little bit more to the crown of the head. And just soften your breath here. Feeling a nice, comfortable breath in and out through your nose. Feeling the lower ribs expand as you breathe. And if you work with Ujjayi breathing, feel free to start your Ujjayi breath. But keep your Ujjayi breath soft. Keep the sound to a minimum that only you can hear it inside your head. Bringing the breath light, slow and deep, in and out through the nose. If you want to, you can bring the hands in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra, bowing the forehead to the fingertips, maybe taking a little moment here to set an intention for your practice if you wish to do so. And from here you can just blink open the eyes. We're starting on our hands and knees in our tabletop position, getting into some cat and cows. So for your cat and cow, just bring the knees underneath the hips, wrist underneath the shoulders, and on your inhale, hollow the back, open the heart forward. On your exhale, round your spine into your cat. Again, as you inhale, lift the heart up, spread the collarbones wide. As you exhale, press the floor away, protract through the shoulders, round your spine. You can keep going in this nice cat and cow movement, the standard one. And if you like to bring in a little bit more movement, maybe moving back and forward as you go through the cat and cow. It's totally up to you what you like more. Maybe you can feel inside your body what you need today. Maybe find any other movement here. Maybe you like to make some little circles as you move through the spine and the back. Sometimes you just need a little bit more movement, depending also maybe if you do this practice in the morning or if you do it in the evening. Maybe you've been moving all day, you feel already a little bit loose, and maybe you do this practice just after waking up and the whole body feels very stiff. All right, one more round, whatever you're doing, if you're moving forward and backwards, making circles. Coming back to neutral. Here, find just a little moment to warm up the wrist by pointing the fingers to the outer edge of the mat and just maybe making a little bit of circles very gently over the wrist. Maybe just moving left and right. Also an option, making semicircles backwards. Maybe from left to right. Anything that helps you to warm up through the wrist. After that, coming back to the middle, planting the hands back with the fingers pointing forward, tucking the toes under, finding your first downward facing dog. Here in your downward facing dog, find any movement here that feels good to you. Maybe you like to pedal the feet. And just finding those nice breaths in and out through your nose, breathing in towards the belly. Keeping that soft Ujjayi breath, pressing the floor away, maybe finding a bit more elevation as you press the hands down, lifting the tailbone up, slowly sinking the heels more down towards the floor. Take just a couple more breaths here. And keep pressing into the hands, lift up onto the toes, and maybe with small steps walk your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Here, find a nice halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Always option to bring the hands towards the shins to maybe help finding length through the spine. And as you exhale again, hands to the ground, forward fold. As you inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And one more time as you exhale, fold. Hold the forward fold here for a moment, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, maybe letting the body hang a little bit here. Always feel free to bring as much bend into the knees as feels good to you, especially if you're still not that warm in the hamstrings. Just let them bend a little bit. Noticing that you can relax your neck, you find length through your spine as you fold the body forward. And then slowly, if you have opposite elbows, relax the arms. And then roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to standing. Here you can close for a moment the eyes, just have the arms relaxing alongside your body. Checking in here with your breath. Notice that you can bring it back soft. Nice gentle breaths in and out through the nose. Going through our Surya Sea. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands together. And as we bring the hands and pray together, what I'd like you to do is really press the hands together, maybe lifting a little bit through the elbows, getting a little bit of a wrist stretch as we press the palms together. As you inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg and lower right knee down to the floor. Open the heart forward. On the breath hold, step back, high plank. And from your high plank, knees just chin down to the floor. As you inhale, slide through cobra pose. As you exhale, downward facing dog. And this first round, we keep the down dog just for a couple breaths. The other rounds, we will move directly through. So here, take just a little moment again. If you like to move, you like to pedal the feet, take this time to warm up a little bit more through the body. And on the next breath in, bring the right knee towards the chest, step the right foot all the way up to the right thumb, lower left knee down, open the heart forward. On your exhale, step the back foot to the front, forward fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, arms reach up. Exhale, release the hands alongside the body. Take another breath in. As you exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back, lower left knee down to the floor, open heart forward. Breath hold, step back, high plank. Really push the floor away. And then knees just chin as you exhale. Sliding through cobra pose on the inhale. On the exhale, roll back, down dog. And again, just take a couple breaths, maybe finding stillness in your down dog. Really press through the hands, feel a little bit more length coming into the hamstrings, the calf muscles. Feel elevation in the shoulders, so really push the floor away, lift the tailbone maybe slightly more high. Then your next inhale, bring the left knee towards the chest, step the left foot all the way up to the front of your mat, lower right knee down, open the heart. As you exhale, step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms reach up, find length. And exhale, release the arms alongside the body. Take a nice gentle breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe find a gentle back bend as you lift the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, inhale. Exhale, back, high plank, breath hold. Knees just chin down to the floor, exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right knee comes to the chest, step the right foot up to the top, left knee lowers down. Step to the front of your mat on your exhale. Rise up on the inhale. And on the exhale, release the arms along the body. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back, open the heart. Breath hold, step back, high plank. And on your exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Wave through on your inhale, cobra pose. On your exhale, roll back, down dog. Bring the left knee to the chest. On your inhale, step the foot to the front, lower back knee down. On your exhale, both feet to the front, forward fold on the top of your mat. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you release. Take a gentle breath in. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, lower the knee, open the heart. Step back, high plank. Lower knees, just chin down to the floor and you exhale. Inhale, slide through, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot up to the front. Lower the back knee. Step both feet to the front, forward fold on the top of your mat. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you relax the arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale as you fold. Left leg steps back, lower the knee down. Breath hold, step back, high plank. As you exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Inhale, slide through, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps up to the top, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, the top of your mat. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you release. We go for one more round on the left and right side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, inhale. And breath hold, step back. As you exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Sliding through, cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, find your way back, down dog. Right foot steps up to the top, inhale. Exhale, both feet to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you let the arms come next to the body, Samastitihi. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back, open heart forward. Plant the hand, step back, high plank. Now you exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Sliding through cobra pose on the inhale. On the exhale, down dog. On the inhale, left foot steps up to the top. On the exhale, forward fold on the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up, find length. As you exhale, release. Close your eyes. Stand in Samasthiti. Notice the energy running through the body. Maybe the body's heating up as we move through the sun salutations. Notice also if it brings your breath up. If it does, slow it back down by breathing gently in and out through the nose. Then we're going to step back with our right leg into a warrior one. Warrior one, back foot is 45 degrees. The right hip is pushing forward, left hip is pulling back. If warrior one ever gives you any problems on the knees, just turn onto the toes, make it a crescent lunge. If warrior one feels good, feel that you press the outer edge onto the floor, pivot the hips, arms can reach up to the sky. Breathing here. The pinkies can be slightly in, or if you like to have the hands in Kali Mudra, connecting. Maybe even looking up to the hands, then feel free to do so. If you feel that you tuck the tailbone under, feel at least a little squeeze into the ribs, activating the core. As you do, notice that you're not lifting out of the front knee. Keep bending that front leg. Strong legs, inner thighs are squeezing together. And then slow your breath down again. One more breath in. As you exhale, release the arms down. Step the back foot a little bit further back, warrior two. Warrior two, the heels are in line. The front heel with the middle of the foot is in line, however you prefer. Feel more here the opening of the hips sinking into the front leg. The front knee is pushing towards the pinky toe, and then open the arms. Relax your shoulders, extend through both arms. Gaze over the front middle finger. Breathe gently in and out through the nose. At any moment the arms get too tight or you just want to let go, focus more on the strength in the legs. And if you need to, bring your hands to your side or just let the arms hang for a moment. I find it more important that we find more strength in the legs in our warrior poses. Feel also here inner thighs are squeezing as you sit more down, pressing the knee out towards the pinky toe. Back edge of the foot is pressing down into the floor. From here, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up with the left hand. Right hand is reaching back for the right knee. Just find nice extension through the side body here. Just gently breathing in and out through the nose. And focus that the legs stay the same. The upper body is moving, the legs constantly stay strong, grounded onto the mat. On your next exhale, bring it back, warrior two. From warrior two, bring the elbow on top of the knee. Extended side angle, right arm reaches up and over, stretching the other lateral side of our body, the right side. Feel length from your right fingertips all the way back to your right foot. And maybe your gaze is up underneath the armpit up to the ceiling, feeling that you pull back on this right shoulder. Almost feeling like you're between two glass plates and your body cannot move either side. So you're really stuck between. You try to make yourself as small as you can. Feel that extension. And rising back up, warrior two on the inhale. Now we're going to fly into our warrior three. So turn onto the back toes. Find strength in the front leg. Feel maybe that you can lean forward with the arms alongside the body. Press through the standing leg. And maybe see if you can fly that back leg up. Now with the back leg up, feel that you're not opening through the hip. Keep the hips grounded parallel to the floor. So it sometimes helps to point the toes down off the back leg. Maybe that helps to find squaring of the hips, but maybe the leg feels not so high as you can lift. But feel more the squaring of the hips. Use also the glute and the strength of the legs to lift that leg maybe a bit higher. You can always keep your hands to your side, maybe alongside the body, maybe reaching in that capital T shape to the front. Whichever version you prefer, find your balance. Breathe here. I know it can be strong on the legs, and all the warriors are strong on the legs. So hold it here just for another 3, 2, 1. Place both feet next to each other. Inhale, find some length. And as you exhale, forward fold. On this forward fold, you can let the arms hang. If you like to grab the big toes, then find a moment to grab with the middle index finger and the thumb around the big toes. Also here, maybe have a soft bend into the knee. Find almost like that halfway lift length. Then as you exhale, maybe pull yourself a bit deeper. Still to a point where you can breathe comfortably in and out through the nose. You can always use, as you pull on the toes, to bring the elbows out to pull yourself slightly deeper. Two more breaths here. Last one. Slowly releasing the toes, rolling yourself up slowly to standing, arms again alongside the body. And again, take a moment, maybe close the eyes and notice the breath. Feel that you can slow down the breathing. Know that we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So you know what's coming, find your alignment in any of these poses and adjust them to you as feels good and authentic to your body. All right, switching to the other side. So we're going to step back with our left leg. Ground in the right foot, step the left leg back. Back left foot 45 degrees, pivoting again here the hips to the front for warrior one, or high crescent lunge by pressing the back toes onto the floor. Which any version that you prefer, bringing the arms up. And again, finding your space here, whichever version you choose. Feeling that strength in the legs, arms may be separated or together, maybe gazing up to the hands or just looking forward. Feel still the tucking of the tailbone, lengthening maybe through the shoulders as you squeeze up. And then notice if you're still sinking in the front leg. So if need be, find that length through the arms. Keep that length through the arms and then again, sit a little bit deeper in your stance. Finding your expression, the version that you can hold good, and again, breathe gently in and out through the nose. One more breath in. As you exhale, warrior two, open the arms, step the back foot a little bit further back, press the outer edge down, sink in the front leg maybe a bit more, press the knee out towards the pinky toe, open the arms, relax the shoulders, making sure not to lean too far forward as you open the arms. Keep the body above the hips. Feel those inner thighs squeezing together, strong in the legs. If the squeezing of the thighs make you lift out, again, sink down. Gaze over that middle finger. And see here, notice you're not shrugging up the shoulders. Really relax the shoulders down. These poses are hard enough as they are. We don't need to put ourselves in any impingement in our muscles or nerves. So find space through these poses. You're going to reverse our warrior. So start by flipping up your front palm and then reach it back. Left hand to the back leg, maybe to the back knee. Right arm is reaching up. And again, as you reach up, only the upper body moves. Notice that your lower body is not coming up or you're straightening the leg. Keep that knee bent, keep pressing it out to the pinky toe. Squeeze those inner thighs. Right arm is reaching, maybe even opening back. Feel that length through the right side of the rib cage, expanding up. And just breathe gently in and out through your nose again. Taking one more breath. On your exhale, you're coming back to warrior two. Take a breath. Then lower right elbow on top of the right knee. Left arm is going to reach up and over. Extended side angle on the other side. Feeling the length from your left fingertips all the way to the back left foot that is pressing down onto the mat. Feel your whole side body lengthening and extending. Still feel strong in the legs. Don't lean with too much weight into this bottom arm. So don't sink all the way in. Still press out of the shoulder as you open. Or maybe even have the arm just loose. Maybe even on the inside. Another breath. And as you inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Turn onto the back toes, warrior three on the other side. Turning onto the back toes, you can always take a step closer by. But to work really the strength of the leg, see if you can lean forward here, really pressing out from the right leg as you lift the hips up to the sky. Arms maybe alongside the hip, alongside the body, or to the front, finding that capital T shape. You can always keep a micro bend into the standing leg. Point those back toes down, square the hips off to the mat. And just find a point, or like we say in yoga, your drishti, your gaze, into a fixed point that you can find balance. Also here, squeeze the ribs in, engage the core. Lift, use the glutes, use the strength of your buttocks, the left leg, the hamstrings. Lift that leg maybe a little bit higher. Hold it here for another 3, 2, and 1. Set both feet next together. Inhale, bring the arms up. And then exhale again, forward fold. If you like to have a different version of your forward fold, feel free to take it. If you did before, grabbing off the toes, maybe this side like Padangustasana, bringing the hands completely under the feet so that the big toes are standing onto the wrist. And maybe fold a bit deeper here. And again, soften your breath. You can bend the knees as much as you need. And when you're ready, slowly, maybe releasing the hands from underneath the feet. And then from here, just bring the feet out as wide as the mat, slowly squatting down into your yogi squat malasana. Bringing elbows to the inside of the knees, maybe palms together. Also here, pressing palms together, feeling a little bit of a wrist stretch. And just giving a little bit more activity into the legs. So maybe here this feels very nice to open a little bit through the hips after all these warriors. Now it's perfectly fine to stay sitting still. If you want to add some movement, then bring the hands to the knees. And then bring right knee down to the floor. And lift it back up. Switching the side. Left knee down. And lift it back up. Right knee down. Bring it up. Left knee down. And up. 2 more times. Right knee down. Bring it up. And left knee down. Last one. Right knee down. And up. And left knee down. And up. From here, you can sit down onto the floor. If you need to, you can always use your hands behind you. As you lay down onto the floor, bring the knees along with you, squeeze them into the chest. Maybe here, roll a little bit from side to side. And notice also here, again, slowing down the breath. We're going for our happy baby. So bringing the arms to the inside of the legs, grabbing the outer edges of the feet and pulling the knees down. Feeling almost like you want to bring the knees down next to you onto the floor. As you pull down onto the feet to bring the knees down, at the same time kick back with your feet into your hands, getting a little bit this push-pull activation going on. And also here, if you like to move a little bit, rocking on the back. Feel free to take any of this movement. Slowly lowering the feet down to the floor. We're going for our Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So bring the feet down onto the floor and step them just a little bit wider than your hips. As the arms are alongside the body, if the fingertips are just grazing or touching the heels, then usually that is the correct distance for your bridge pose. Then from here you can always use your elbows next to the body to support. Tuck the tailbone under that your low back is touching the floor. Use the strength of the legs then to press the hips up to the sky. Option here to just keep pressing through the elbows, or maybe connecting the hands underneath the back, squeezing the shoulders more together, pressing the knuckles to the heels. Still feel that you squeeze the inner thighs, so don't open through the knees. Squeeze like there's something between them. Lift the hips maybe a little bit higher. Real active in the legs. Feel that your weight comes towards the shoulder bridge, so don't put any pressure on your neck. And again, every inhale, maybe push a bit higher. Couple more breaths. And then on your next exhalation, slowly release the hands if you had them together. And lower upper back, middle back, and your lower back down. Just bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat, knees together in the middle. And then windshield wipe the legs from left to right. Releasing a little bit into the hips. Just a couple times. And then the next time when you come towards the left side, just let both knees stay to the left. Just a very comfortable, little bit low back twist. Doesn't need to be intense. This can be very soft, very gentle. Moving it to the other side, bringing both knees to the right side. Now it doesn't matter if the top knee doesn't touch the other leg or it stays up a little bit higher. Just feel a very comfortable twist, more gated towards the low part of the body. You will feel that in this twist it's fairly easy to keep both shoulders onto the floor. And bring both knees back up. And just for a last one, bring both feet together and just let your knees open naturally. Feel the opening of the inner thighs. You can have your hands on top of the knees, or maybe one hand on the belly, left hand onto the heart. And just relaxing your breath. Having this reclining Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And there's no need to push harder with the knees down. So wherever they land naturally, just let them be. Just keep your eyes closed, focus again on your breath. Just a couple breaths more. If you like to keep the hands on the belly and the heart, feel free to keep them there. If for your Shavasana you prefer to have the arms alongside the body, then bring the arms alongside the body, relax the feet to the corners of the mat. And take just a moment here for yourself to completely calm down. Maybe bring the awareness towards the hips and the legs. Feel that you can release any tension from the legs. Just let them be fully heavy down onto the floor. Slowing the breath completely down. In the Shavasana, there's no need for your Ujjayi breath. Just have a very light, soft, slow, but still deep enough breathing that you use the diaphragm, feeling the lower two ribs expand laterally in and out as you breathe. But a very soft movement. A lot of times we just take too much air in, we take too much of big breaths. And we want to take as few air in as we can, really. Taking less air. Breathing soft. Really calm the nervous system down. Let yourself shift into that parasympathetic nervous system, getting into that rest and digest. And one, two, you can start wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, moving the ankles and the wrists. If you like to, you can stretch yourself fully out, bring the arms overhead, bring legs together, fully tensing up the body as you lengthen. As you exhale, release. Find yourself back up to any seated position that you prefer. Maybe cross-legged, maybe you like to sit on the knees. As to close the practice, bring the hands in front of the heart, bow the forehead to the fingertips. Take this last moment to show yourself some love and gratitude for again stepping onto your mat, for taking your practice. I want to thank you that you are joining me today in this nice Hatha class. If you have anything else that you like to practice, please let us know in the comments below. We can find a practice maybe that is more suitable for you. Next to that, thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe, it helps us so much, and I hope to see you in the next class. Thank you.